welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing another palette try on. So I was debating on which to do, but I think I'm gonna go with, and you'll see the other one once I make my choice. I think I'm gonna go with this one today from Simply Posh. This is Simply Posh's Black Cherry palette, and I really think this is gonna match my dress today. If you don't know what my dress is, it is, well, you can't really see it right now. Whoop. It is Disturbia. So, yeah. And I do have a Disturbia video coming out. Bought some sale items with my birthday money, and I wanted to kind of get a sense of how they wore. I didn't want to like do a haul video with it. I wanted to do a try it out, wear it for a while, see how it works, see how it washes, see how I did wash it. And of course, not see how I did wash it, but I will discuss how I washed it, and then just how they fared through a couple of wears and a couple of washes. So it's a little bit more detailed. Anyways, let's get on to this palette. So this palette is from Simply Posh. Price is here. And it came with these, which I know my Bella Beauté bar ones, I can't wear Bella Beauté bar as much as I want to. It creases like crazy in my eyes. But these were covering the shimmers. They're like little inserts, little foam inserts that protect the shimmers, which is really nice. But this is an indie brand. This is talc-free, mineral oil-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free, and has a shelf life of 12 months. I was at first like, I don't know what to do with this palette, but then I took the shimmers off and I was like, I know exactly what to do with this palette. So there's the palette. And I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking, I always think about that. There's no brow bone shade. So that's going to be a little bit tough for me. I don't like a palette without a brow bone shade, because then I have to use a powder to kind of really diffuse, but we'll see what we can do. These are removable. It looks like you can just kind of pop them out through here. I don't want to pop them out because I don't want to damage them. But there you go. Look at that. This shade has my heart. We're gonna see what we come up with. I kind of want to do more grungy ones. My dress has some like little like embroidered butterflies with reds, pinks, so I might kind of go with that. So let's, ooh, we're gonna swatch it first though. Ooh, I can't. All right, the mattes won't be as exciting. Mattes don't do it for me, I like a shimmer. But there's the first 4 shades from the top row. You have the shade Blush, the shade Flush, Crush, Fresh Pick. Actually, those can work as blushes for your eyes. Next 2 shades on the top row, you've got, what does that say, Fleshy? It's not very fleshy. Dessert. Is it dessert? Yeah, dessert. There's the first row. I might do the last row and then do the shimmers by themselves. Let's do the last row. We have Cherry Coated, Burst, Cherry Red, and Wine. Cherry Coated, Burst. Oh, that's pretty. Cherry Red, and Wine. Ooh, those are pretty. They swatch really nice. Last 2 in the last row. We're going to play with those too. This is Cherry Bomb and Black Cherry, which is a black. So there's the first row and the last row of the palette. Now we're going to swatch the shimmers. I'm excited. I can barely contain myself. The middle row are entirely shimmers, and I am weak in the knees right now. Oh my god. First shade is Cherry on Top. Next is Sweet. Oh wow, that is got a nice orange shift to that. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Fireball from Urban Decay, if you don't remember. It was phenomenal. Juicy. That's pretty. Luscious. Oh, I like luscious. The last two have my heart the most. Very cherry and bite. It's a one-off shade in here, but I'm like, I don't care. That's pretty nice. Oh my god. Very cherry and bite. Wow, bite is just so unique. It shifts to like brown. There's the shimmers, there's the mattes. I don't know what I just signed myself up for, but we're going to do a look. We're going to do our best to give this palette a good showcase. Now I already have primer on my eyes. I do have the Essence Jelly Grip. We're going to start playing. All right, what do we want to use first? I kind of want to use Cherry Bomb as my outer corner. I do the same look every time. Oh, I forgot to take this off. That's so satisfying. I do the same kind of style of look every time just because it complements my eye shape. And I like it. So this is Cherry Bomb. I have that song stuck in my hair. Do you know that song? You should know that song. Anyways, that is rich. That is stunning. Oh, all right. Let's blend this out. We're gonna do this one cherry coated. And we're gonna just kind of buff her in. Okay, she's a little lighter than I expected. So we're going to add cherry red right in between. So we have a nice transition of the colors. A gradient, if you will. This is going to match my dress pretty well, at least the embroidery. Back to cherry coated to fuse it with cherry red. All right, we're going to pick up a different brush here. What is this one? Lavish, tapered blending. We're going to go with Crush. Crush is going to work nicely to really blend out those colors. And I know I do the same look or same eye shape every time. It's just my favorite. Okay, I don't have a brow bone shade, but I'm going to use blush. It's I would assume the lightest in the bunch. And blush is going to kind of diffuse it just a little more. And what do you do when you don't have a brow bone? You pick a powder. And this powder is the shade, these are discontinued, Classic Vanilla from Essence. If they're reformulating it, fine, but don't freaking take it off the shelves. It's perfect for me. A lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. I absolutely love it. It is my favorite. I go through it like crazy. Granted, I do go through it quickly. I go through it like crazy. That does a nice job at diffusing. Now I'm gonna pick up, I'm gonna go freshly picked here. Now I used to have the Urban Decay cherry palette. I loved it. Don't know why I decluttered it. I mean, it's old. I had it for years, so I don't know why I decluttered it. Anyways, I loved the color scheme of that. I just wish Urban Decay shadows used to be really phenomenal, and now they're kind of like lackluster, and I feel like the indie brands are really stepping it up with their formulas. What to use, what to use? We're going to use Very Cherry. I've been dying to use that because I was kind of thinking about, do I really need this palette? And then this shade popped up. And I was like, yup. Ooh. So pretty. Now I'm using my finger. green glitter is just gorgeous. Okay, okay, okay. Simmer down. We're gonna use Luscious to kind of marry those shades a little, and then we'll pick up a little bit of Cherry Bomb to fuse them again. And yes, I do love doing this kind of look because, again, complements my eye shape. A little bit of Wine, which is this shade here. This is surprisingly very, very colorful and gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. All right, I finished one eye, so I'm gonna show you how I did that, and we're gonna take this shade right here, which is Bite. This one's probably my favorite. Probably would work better with a setting spray and spraying your brush because these are so incredibly like glittery. But if you want it to stick really nicely, I would recommend doing that. But I'm just gonna do it haphazardly. Why not? Then I did take a little bit of Dessert, just a little bit. Oop, did I put too much? Just to kind of buff that. And then I got a little bit of blush and went over top. Sorry, I keep blocking. And then I started just buffing everything kind of out, like so. Just like that. All right, we've got a look now for the final touch. This guy, which is Sweet. Pop that in the inner corner. Just like so. And then for liner, all I did was, honestly, I just used this one. This is called Farah. Gel liner in Burnt Purple. It's a really nice, like, cool tone purple. And I like it for looks like this, too. Because lately, I don't really do much of a wing liner. I just do something like this. And that's about it. Mascara is Sky High from Maybelline. And I really like this mascara. It does a very, very good job separating and lengthening. All right, I'll finesse it a little more. I do notice I have fallout from Bite, but it's okay. Now, this isn't part of my video really, but I really want to try these. I've never tried Unearthly Cosmetics, and I had got these on sale, and this is the Unearthly High Temp Glowing Bronzer. I got the shade Light. And that's what it looks like. I'm a little nervous because there's a lot of gold in this. Oh, okay, it's not terrible. But let's see how it translates on my skin tone. Okay, yeah, it's not bad. It's actually perfect. I think if I went to the medium, I probably would have not enjoyed that. So I just kind of swirl it, and I don't go all the way on my forehead because I don't need to. It's days like this I really love doing my makeup. I have somewhere to go. I'm going to my sister's house to celebrate Thanksgiving, even though it's not Thanksgiving. I'm gonna pull a little bit on the nose. Don't normally contour my nose. Beautiful. I like how compact it is too. Definitely taking that down with me to for Christmas. Then I did get the Unearthly, what is it called? Incandescent Glowing Blush. And I got the shade Mystic. And this is really pretty. It doesn't look very glowy to me. Oh, we'll see on my cheeks. And yeah, I use the same brush. Use the same brush. Oh, it is kind of glowy. Once you blend it out, it does have a little bit of a glow to it. It's cool. Not like overly glowy, but it's glowy enough. And it does go with the color scheme I have going on in my eyes. Cool. Beautiful. And I try and take my blush high here so I can kind of create a little bit more of a lifted look because your girl's getting old. All right, so I'm gonna kind of take some powder here, chisel out a little bit powder, a little bit here. Perfect. Now, I didn't really plan on my highlight, but I'm gonna use this NARS one that I got as a sample, and I really, really like this. It's not, I would say it doesn't go, but I don't want any more pink than I already have at this point. And I really like this, and maybe someday I'll get the full size, but for now, the mini will suffice. I think I got this as like a free gift or something when I ordered some cheap makeup. On the Cupid's bow, I like putting it on my chin. Ooh, pretty. Okay, last but not least, I do have a liquid lipstick from, ooh, dirty, from, whatchamacallit, Unearthly. I don't know if this color will work with my eyes. This is the, oh, this smells good. This is called Grave Bound. It's kind of moussey. Okay. A little uneven, but it's not bad. All right. It's not bad. I really, really like it. Oops, I forgot to blend this out. I'm over here with a carved out face and I didn't blend it. Anyways, wow. Oh, necklace. Disturbia. I might have worn it backwards. I don't know. Yes, I did. Anyways, this is Disturbia. But it's clearance, so hurry up because there is a Twilight sale when I'm filming this. I don't know. I'm going to be posting this on Tuesday of, let's see, Tuesday of next week, the week of Thanksgiving. But yeah, really like this eyeshadow palette. Look at it. Stunning. So, overall thoughts. That, to me, at first glance, without the shimmers, it is very redundant. But as I use each shade, it's very easy to get a uniqueness in each shade. I'm going to go in with Fresh Pick real quick. Just really, I mean, it blends out amazing, that's for sure. I really like the blend. The shimmers are really what bring it home. The shimmers do an amazing job at tying everything together. Like, my favorite shade is Very Cherry now. Look at that. The shimmer. I love Bite. Oh, those shades are just beautiful together. It's very interesting how they just kind of threw like a green in there, but I get it. Like, it goes gradually. And I mean, Cherry on Top is going to be another one I'm going to like. I just know it. It's so pretty. These shimmers really make this palette sing. I'm not one for, I'm trying not to do too much as far as like eyeshadow and whatnot, because, but then I started missing my eyeshadow looks a ton. I had not done any of my eyeshadow looks for the longest time, and I think it's just because my job, I'm very, very simple. I mean, I'm in finance in the public schools, so it's like, how can you dress yourself up? You really can't. And even with my hair like this, I have to kind of dial it down a little bit. So I mean, they don't care that my hair's like this. They really don't. They actually really like it. But like, it is something that I feel like you need to kind of like dial down for my job. But most of the day, I am just kind of to myself. So occasionally, I would like a little bit something. Things are driving me nuts. Something extra for like the weekends or for special occasions. Now that we're coming up into the holidays, I would like to really jazz up my eyeshadow again and get some practice again and love eyeshadow palettes again. That's why I started doing some eyeshadow palette kind of like first impressions type deals. But I will be updating you on how I feel about certain palettes. Now, I will say, I did say in the beginning of the video that Bella Beauté Bar is stunning. Like their eyeshadow palettes are stunning. I had Smoky Glam, Morley Gray, and I have decluttered the Ocean Jewel. I know that one is stunning in its own right, but it creases so terribly bad on my eyes. Just because I'm getting older, it just creases really awful, and I just like, you know what, I'm not going to pick it up if it's going to be doing that to me. I want my eyeshadow to stand out all day, and me for not to be self-conscious about having a big old crease at the end of the day. So that's why I decided to declutter it. It broke my heart, but I have to. You know, I'm trying to make my eyeshadow palettes just what I really like and what I don't like. Not necessarily going, ooh, latest and greatest, I gotta get it. This piqued my interest because I loved the cherry palette from Urban Decay. And then I saw the shimmers, I was like, I think it was, I watch Angelica and I watch Batty Bean a lot because I do like their eyeshadow looks. They kind of inspire me to really get back into it again. And the fact that Batty Bean put this on and it was just stunning. When Angelica put it on as it just pinks, stunning. I was like, oh my god, that I have to have that. It's so pretty. So I definitely can see myself using this more and more because I feel like this is definitely up my alley, and I can probably dial it down just a smidge by just using the mattes, to be honest with you, or even just adding just a touch of shimmer to my eyes like I did here, but not maybe not as intense. But I mean, I can still wear this for work. I feel like it's wearable. So yeah, not bad. I'm very impressed with Simply Posh. And I will say that I do like the Unearthly blush. It texturizes just a little, just because my skin is super textured. That's just why it does that. Shimmer blushes tend to do that for me. But this is very comfortable. I think I'm going to keep this color on. What do you think? I get a lot of like creasing in my outer corners just because I'm getting older. And that was a big issue that my mom had, and now I have it. Joy. The joys of inheriting my mom's stuff. But I mean, honestly, like, I'm very proud that I inherited a lot from her, and I'm happy that I'm getting back into eyeshadow. So yes, the next one is going to be a collaboration and a brand I've tried before. And it's a collaboration one. So my next one, and I'm going to give you a sneaky peeky because I feel like you should. That's all you get. Just kidding. You know what it is. It's called The Witch is Familiar, and it's from Fantasy Cosmetica, and it is a collaboration with Batty Bean, which I really do like her. So I love her eyeshadow looks. They're phenomenal. So that's going to be my next video. I'm going to probably film it. Oh, I really can't film it for. I was going to post this on Thanksgiving. This look is going up. I think I'm going to do this look a little bit early. I don't know yet. I have to see what's going to happen. But anyways, I really want to film this one before I wear it for Thanksgiving. So I'm probably going to do it tomorrow and just play around. But thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed doing this look for you and also trying something different. I hope this doesn't crease on me because I don't like eyeshadow palettes to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help my channel grow. I really want to grow it as much as possible because I want to get back into my cosmetics. I don't freelance anymore. I work a finance job, so I really want to get back into my creative space, which is makeup. And then also let's dabble in some of my art. I haven't done that in a long time. So I have my art desk right next to me, so who knows what I will decide to do. Right now my room's a bit of a mess, but I really want to get back into stuff like that. So if you want me to continue my art journey, please hit the like button and of course, subscribe so you can see what's coming. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one.